I never wanted anybody, a child anyway, to have to spend a special holiday without family. And I guess that's the reason I took them all in. But Jack, my husband, was as good as he could be. He was an only child, but he welcomed those kids.
But another person that came and stayed for a while was Olaf Parnamets from Estonia.
Yeah.
From the Soviet Union. And when he was a Methodist minister, and he told us how he and his parents were kept awake hours on end and beaten and questioned, and how horrible it was. And when he finally got to leave the Soviet Union, or Estonia, they made him leave with only the clothes on his back. None of his family could leave with him. He could not bring anything with him. And so Mother and Daddy had to take him and buy him clothes, and and he was here for several weeks and then came back several more times.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a legacy. Isn't it?
I had fun.
Good.
I enjoyed it.
She was nominated for Woman of the Year, Citizen of the Year, Businesswoman of the Year in the past.
Wow.
She had a Sunday school class named after her for years till she made them change it this last year. She said everybody would be going, well, who is Alma Boggan? So she made them change it to the Joy class instead of the ABC, the Alma Boggan class.
Because I wasn't able to go to church and I couldn't teach. So, but they wanted to keep it. Molly and Mary Glenn were the two. But I said, name it the Joy class.
So which child gave you the hardest time? I'm talking your kids, not the ones you brought in, but your 3 kids.
John.
You can just point. It's okay.
John really wasn't wanting to get in trouble, was he?
Well, John had a temper. Now he's the most laid back, just as even tempered. But when he was growing up, he had a terrible temper, and he'd get mad.
What about
as far as school? I'm the one that got in trouble.
And then you became a teacher.
Yeah. That was what I told the kids. I said, there's nothing you can tell me that I hadn't told.
So true.
Oh, I got in trouble for signing people's excuses, writing people's notes when they would be absent from school and to leave class early.
What did you do when you heard this stuff?
I knew what work type.
Now, what did you do when you found out what I had done? Oh, Amanda told me it was forgery and I'd go to jail.
Well, in all of this, we haven't said a whole lot about Amanda.
No, Amanda was real special.
She worked for the doctor that I worked for. And when he retired, she said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I said, well, you can come and let me take care of my children.
And she helped raise us and helped raise Austin, and she was just really special. But that's what the cousins were saying about how they used to come, and we used to always measure how tall we were according to Amanda. Of course, she wasn't but 4'10", so we thought we were tall.
Hey, they used to be. We're talking several years back now. There was a maid. Do you remember the maid? Well, actually, she wasn't a maid. She was a slave back in the Civil War time. And do you remember that story where the Sherman was coming through and they took all the cousins and hid them under the bridge, I guess?
Uh-huh.
Do you know that story?
Mm-hmm. But tell it so she'll know it.
Well, I want you to tell me. Maybe with help from Nancy, she can
How
tell.
do you remember Charlie telling it?
Hmm.
Aunt Louise was the one that remembered it.
Yeah, but then it would come on down.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they buried the silver and all the things that were of value. And then they took the kids and all and hid under the bridge as the troops came through.
Didn't they burn the house down?
I think, didn't they burn the house?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
And that was in Carolina, right? South Carolina, where the troops came through.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
And then Wofford College is named after a relative.
Benjamin Wofford, yeah.
That,
And that was Lily Wofford's brother, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure.
I think that's how, because
Yeah.
Margaret went to see the college, and it was her uncle and her aunt up on the wall
Mm-hmm.
in the college.
Yeah.
So
Because they donated all the land, I think, and gave money.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. From what I hear, they were pretty wealthy.
Yeah.
The Woffords were.
Hadn't been for the Civil War, we would be too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But you tell me, you went through. Oops.
It's all right.
You went through a lot. You went through. Oh God, let's not talk about presidents. You went through World War II, right?
Mhm.
Vietnam, Korean War. What other war was there?
Vietnam, Korea.
Civil rights.
Uh-huh.
JFK Kennedy suicide, assassination.
Uh-huh.
9/11.
Uh-huh.
Japan War.
Granddaddy was in World War One.
Okay.
He paid somebody, I think, a quarter or something to swap places with him so he could go overseas.
Wow.
And he was on a ship called the USS Christabel that was a private yacht that was, during wartime, they can confiscate private yachts like that and use them in the war.
Wow.
And he was on one called the USS Christabel. I've got a picture of it somewhere. They're all hanging over the front of the ship. Sick.
Your dad was in World War II, right?
Yeah.
What was
a
he?
flight engineer on a B-29,
B-29?
I think bomber, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So how was it to be a military wife?
Well, they didn't marry till after he got out of service.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jacket.
Yeah.
But you were dating him at that time, right?
Oh, yeah.
So how'd you feel at that time with dating a military man?
Well, I tell you, I'm one, if you know me, I don't worry a whole lot.
Every time the air conditioner comes on that.
Jack, I saw him out there. I didn't know whether he was working on it or not. But I did what I could, where I could,
Mm-hmm.
and then moved on. I didn't, I did, well, I couldn't do anything about the war.
Mm-hmm.
So I let other people handle that.
Right. You didn't worry. What about the civil rights? How was that up here?
Well, we've always had black people around us. The one I call my sister, Amanda, she and I had worked for a doctor, and he retired, and she didn't know what she was going to do. And I said, Amanda, come and help me with the children, and I'll do the working. And that worked out good.
Oh, Amanda was with us for over 50 years
Mm-hmm.
and just was such a part of the family. And so, it was a hard situation, but we never realized,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't, I mean, it was hard for the ones involved.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, we would hear, more about it, when they had the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church. That was, Amanda knew one of the little girls. She had taught her in Sunday school. And, that was so sad. But, there were radicals then and still now.
Mm-hmm.
And
They'll
unfortunately,
always be.
they've always been and there always will be.